the notices for other live shows.
Okay.
Oh, we're live.
We're live. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Is anybody out there? I don't know.
We're a few minutes early this morning.
Oh, it says right now. Watch live now. Dawn Southern Finds. I got a notice for you. And it says Dawn Southern Finds, so it's the right channel.
So it's the right one because I changed the name on the other one since I did go live on the wrong channel last week. So
I don't know if anybody's here though. Is anybody here? Say hi or put a 1 in the chat. I don't know. I have new glasses on. If anybody noticed, could I see at them? Are they clean? So I could see.
And I promised Rebecca that I would know who she was this week.
Well, that's good. She's your daughter-in-law.
Well, I didn't know her last week, but it's okay.
I kept saying
it all works out. It all works out.
Yeah, I'm back in my auctioning room, so I could probably like auction things in between. You know, I could say, "Hey, you want this?"
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
This up. I gotta put it up for sale. I saw something like this for a lot of money.
We need to do an auction. We have to set that up.
I used to I have like everything, and it's such a disheveled mess over here that I would just sort of pick something up. And
how are you? Papa Smurf is here.
Hi, Papa. Jay.
Yeah.
Hi, Jay.
How you doing?
I don't know. I hope he's good. I hope somebody else comes. But, you know, if they don't come, it'll just be me, you, and Jay until Jay gets bored and leaves to go to another place.
I didn't realize that Big Born was on this time.
Me neither.
I scheduled it. Well, somebody's on every time, so you can't really.
That's the thing. Somebody was saying, like,
hey, Chris. Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe. I don't know who Joe is. Hi, Chris.
Well, Chris, we managed to get it on the right channel this week. How about that?
Well, that helps. At least, like now, if people subscribe, they'll subscribe to the correct channel.
Right.
I'm hearing an echo. Do you have your phone on volume?
No, I don't. Okay. My volume on my computer might be too high.
Is there a way you have another device on, like another page?
See if that's better.
Well, I'll try. I still hear myself in an echo. A little bit. We're working out the kinks, guys. I just got a light for Christmas, and
you look good. I need to get a light because I'm in the dark here.
Well, I don't usually sit this way. I would have put this on my. I like to sit by my desk, so
quite a few subs, Chris. Quite a few subs. I had a different, I have 2 accounts because of my emails, and it actually went on the wrong one. So thank you, Victoria. You're so kind.
Thank you. Isn't she nice? That's sweet.
I know. She's the sweetest person.
She is. She's a ray of sunshine every dull morning. Even when it's dark and gloomy, I like hearing her talk, and she laughs so easily. It's
I know.
So sweet.
She does.
And anyway, my iPad is crooked. It's completely at a not horizontal, but you said I look straight. So
yeah, you look straight. You look fine. Thanks, Papa Smurf.
I look straight.
I had my volume up too high. So like Suzy said, we're working out the kinks. We're trying to get it right. So I guess this could be our first official live.
I guess so.
Chris was there last week. My daughter-in-law popped in as Rebecca Trosclair, and I didn't know who she was. So
and I did it 1 week on my station, and we had a few people show up. Is Nana here too? Hi, Nana.
Yeah. How are y'all? Victoria, did you do your walk? That's what I need to do. Walk.
Me too. And the dogs would really like that. So.
And all the dogs abandoned us today. So
I guess I'm upstairs, and there's a gate across the stairs. So Tony said if I want excitement, he'll just like take the gate away, and they'll bound up and jump on me. But
well, my daughter's here today, so Bella is next to her, so she doesn't want to be near me today because Maria's here. And Precious was just behind my back, but she just took off. So I think she heard a crinkle of a bag somewhere.
Okay. because Precious is adorable. I hope she gets to have some airtime because she's so cute. And
Oh, you still having trouble with the air conditioner, Victoria?
well, I think
That's
she
not.
said the air conditioner guy was gonna was was that yesterday or today? I'm losing track of time.
Well, I missed most of the chat this morning, Victoria. I had tried to update our thumbnail, and it took me longer than what I thought. And then I put the link out there, and it was actually the wrong link, and then I had to go back in. So, we're learning. We're babies.
We are. Hey, Chris. Thanks for coming. Are you going to any yard sales or thrift
Oh,
shops today?
my baby is
That's
back.
her baby. Look at that dog. How cute is it?
This is
And
Precious.
it is Precious. She's precious.
I'm on
She
the
looks like
rock.
she has ponytail ears, and she has
Yes.
like a little mask on. Her
Oh,
like a
she's
furry
cute.
raccoon. Cute. That's adorable.
Yeah, she's half Bichon and half Pom.
Would you say Bichon Palm?
Bichon and Pom, yeah.
Bichon Palm. And
Yes.
so, do you call her a Palm Sean or a
I don't know what to call her. A hot mess?
a mutt? No, she's a fancy mutt, right? Did you
She's a
have to pay
predator.
extra?
Oh, no,
Is she?
she's supposed to be a designer dog. Hey,
Yeah.
Larry. Welcome, Larry.
Hi, Larry. I was thinking like I went to a pet shop once. I mean, I didn't shop at a pet shop for Norton. I went to a breeder, but they had a golden doodle and it wasn't making eye contact with me. So I wanted a dog that would at least
Thank
look
you,
at me.
Victoria.
So she is cute. And so, hi, Joe. I don't know Joe, but hi, Joe. I want to just make sure I got everybody. Hi, Nina. And
And
anyway,
so Victoria, you're gonna have to teach me how to like give people their little wrenches.
oh, it doesn't just say there like make somebody a moderator. That's what it probably says. Give somebody a moderator status. Oh, I could.
Did that work?
I think I highlighted a comment.
Oh, I did that. I think I hit a.
Oh,
Oh.
see, we don't
So
even know how this
Victoria,
works. Okay. So this is exciting. We should just talk about something, or people will leave. Like, or ask trivia to each other. like, how many necklaces have I bought off the internet that came broken? That's a good question. That's a good trivia question. It would probably be about 50%. I get this like beautiful necklace, and it's supposed to be vintage, and then it's like, broken. As I'm holding it, it's together, but it is broken. Here, and it's like, bam, bam. And I can't even fix it.
Can you fix it?
Nope. I mean, I could glue it, maybe, and then it would stay together. I mean, who needs fancy stuff like this? The Queen of England, probably. I mean, who goes to fancy balls?
Jay, it just tells me put in timeout or block user. That's all options it's given me. Do I not have something else set right? It has 3 dots, but then it only gives me those 2 options.
Click the 3 dots next to the person in YouTube chat, and it will give you.
Oh, in YouTube chat.
You have to be in YouTube to do it. Oh. Okay.
Well, could I do also YouTube and then just mute it? Is that what I have to do?
Probably,
do it on
but
my
you
phone.
have to mute it 100%.
I could probably do it on my phone, I guess.
Yeah, I was live before.
Oh, I see. I got it. Yay.
Isn't this exciting? She's going to give people wrenches. Now they could block people. That's dangerous. They could be like, I don't like you. I'm not going to listen to you anymore.
Tell me who doesn't
Jay's
have
very
one.
helpful. Pull up YouTube, mute it real quick.
I have it. I'm doing it on my phone.
And then I keep touching the chat or wanting to see you.
So...
You got this. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Right. We got it. We got it.
Yeah.
I see you as a moderator. Anybody else? Did it show up?
Who? Now, how do we know Joe? I want to ask? Do you know Joe? I don't remember Joe from
I don't know
chats.
who Joe is. Joe, hi Joe.
How did you hear about this, Joe? If you don't mind saying.
All right, now.
Anyway.
Oh, is this? I don't know. They saying LOL, so it's probably. I don't know.
Could it be a relative again?
Joe,
No,
is
or
this
they're saying
Joe?
hi, Larry. They must know
Oh no.
Larry.
Okay.
I don't know. Dawn, you could pop out your YouTube chat, click on three dots at the top of the chat, and it will say pop out. And then you could
I don't know.
close out the page without closing the chat. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
All you
Wait.
guys are so fancy.
Dawn, you can also
I
pop
mean,
a YouTube
the
chat.
the YouTube community isn't in love with iPads and stuff. I have a rocking chair. I'll make people dizzy if I rock. Well, I haven't been in this room in so long.
Well, Victoria, I just took your moderator status away. But let me.
Oh yeah, you have to see who's blue or not.
Okay. Well, it says they're moderators.
I don't have any cool filters. I can't make myself like a piece of cake or a balloon.
Well, Joe, I just subscribed to your channel.
She's been on Johnny's and so many others. Somebody suggested us. That's nice.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great. I just subbed to your channel, Joe.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, we're babies at this. We're trying.
I'm wearing new glasses, guys, that are supposed to be mid-range glasses, so I could see the actual computer without squinting or putting up my reading. I know that people don't care, but I'm usually like, or I'm always like this, so it's much better.
Did I miss anybody?
No, that's it. Nobody's here. Get your tell your daughter-in-law to come again so we can make fun.
They're in Tennessee. She's actually visiting her parents in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So I guess they're out and about doing stuff, So
Yeah.
I was
People
earlier.
having fun.
I went to their house and stole their broccoli soup out their freezer. Ooh. It was really good.
Is it convenient? I don't have anybody I could go into a house and take
it's nice. My kids usually don't. I like to cook and bake, but they don't. So, but that was one thing that they decided that she was going to like to cook. So she cooks the broccoli soup. So she makes it for me now. I don't have to make it anymore. So it's really good.
Awesome. I love cooking soups and stews. I cook like peasant food, and I make enough for probably 10 people, and it's just the two of us. So we end up, unfortunately, like I don't know, we just end up. I tried to give some away once. And
oh wait, Chris says now he has the power. You're right, Chris. You got the power.
That's right. I used to have neighbors that took my food, but my new neighbor, I offered her some. She's like, "Oh no, thanks." So I'm like, "Okay." So I'm just like, I'm not. I should freeze some of the food that I make, but we don't freeze it a lot. So I have to learn how to cook small because I always used to cook for like 8 portions.
Yeah. Well, with having 6 kids, I always did cook big, and now it's like I was having to cook small again, and then now I have 4 back home, so it's like back to cooking big.
Well, there's 2 of us, and occasionally we have leftovers, like if Tony makes a big pot of like meatballs. But
you're right, Victoria. We got to watch out for him.
Yeah, Cajun. Better not mute. Well, not put people on timeouts.
Only if they deserve it, Chris. Only if they deserve it.
if they all have the wrenches, they're okay.
Right. So, Victoria, I have been missing your Amazon videos. I do have to go catch up because I don't know how I can add anything else, but maybe I might. I don't know.
Well, that might be the secret weapon. You never know. But can you sell vintage?
No, Larry, you
China?
can't have a red wrench. Then that might mean you're bad or something. I don't know.
Well, just having a wrench, maybe you could go fix something. I always wondered why they put a wrench. Like,
I don't know.
It's so you could bop someone on the head.
Stuff. Yeah. So, you know, guys, last week we started only 1, 2 specific months can take. Oh, okay. All right. That sounds good, Jay. We were talking about time management, and which is a big issue for me. So I was telling Suzy this morning, I think I'm going to like block it out in maybe 1 to 2 hour blocks, and, you know, like home time here, or, you know, listing here, because it's like then I get overwhelmed and I don't do anything. So then that becomes a problem. So, but my sales have been really, really slow, which had bothered me. And yesterday I ended up with 4, so that was better. But
because we talked about it, and
yeah, I know. You know, we talk about how Big Brother listens to everything. So I said, hey, eBay, I'm going to quit and go over to Mercari, and then I got 3 sales back to back on eBay. So how about that?
I started liking all your stuff. I think it made you have like some activity. If you
I know, and then I sent you offers.
I know. I didn't take any of them. Sorry.
Well, I couldn't tell if it was you or anybody else. So
okay, maybe people can go to your eBay. And well, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. I'm worried. Like sometimes if you put it out there, and then some weirdos want to like take you down. But I mean, you know, good friends aren't going to do that. Mm-hmm. But I liked a lot of your things, which I like, and then I'm thinking, yeah, but I feel like
is Donna here? I thought Donna was here earlier in the chat. Did I miss Donna?
Maybe she came and went. Okay. Oh, look at that. Victoria has a form.
That's a good idea, Victoria. That's a very good idea. Thank you. She says she started a weekly schedule for herself before the show, prints it out, and she can add to it. That's good.
Maybe Jay can be our real moderator if he wants.
Yes.
So, like, if their bot comes, he can go and, like, knock that bot out.
That's right. You can be the bot zapper.
So, what's the topic?
I don't think we're big enough for bots.
I don't know. I don't know how big you have to be. I think the day that I went on, something weird came on for a second and left. Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe when they see that, like, it's only 5 people, they're like, we're not wasting our time.
Right. So
what's the next thing you're going to cook, since you're a cooker?
I don't know. Hubby's walking through the door. What are we cooking tonight? Oh, he said he's not cooking nothing. I didn't ask what he was cooking. I asked what was I cooking. Did I tell you we had leftovers? Oh, we having leftovers tonight. I cooked spaghetti day before yesterday, and nobody ate yesterday, so we spaghetti tonight.
I have a salad left over in the fridge and a piece of meat, a piece of steak. But I don't know. I don't know what Tony has in mind. I let him decide, because I don't really care half the time.
Which topic did you run into? What we cooking or time management?
I stitch it. Well, I like cooking. I could talk about.
Oh, that sounds good, Jay. He's cooking pot roast and cauliflower.
Oh, well, pot roast is awesome. Good. I would like that.
It's so hot here. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are freezing. It's going to be like 82 here today. So
I can't believe it. It's crazy to me.
You don't even want to cook because it's so hot.
It feels like stinging cold, like snow that didn't reach the ground here. Mm-hmm. I think we were expecting snow overnight, and it didn't come. So it might come.
Victoria says she have a Nutrisystem.
Okay. Well, that's easy,
good.
At least.
That's good, though, Victoria.
Oh, so is Pam stitch it?
Yeah, Pam.
I don't know
I have
anybody's
to. I'm
name.
gonna have to print Victoria's cheat sheet list.
I don't. I'll never remember things. I'm bad. I have my short-term memory shot to shit. I was gonna say.
It's not the
I
shoot.
actually said it. I said the sugar honey iced tea word, but
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
I don't know. I can't control my mouth. Once it starts going, that's it. It's gone. I'll say bad words. Anyway. Oh, I hear my dog crying downstairs.
You are so right, Chris. I, all I've been craving is like ices, and Racetrack makes. They have a Diet Dr Pepper icy, which is safe for me with the diabetes. So we're in Louisiana. Well, I'm in Louisiana, South Louisiana, between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and Susie is in
I'm in
Jersey.
I'm in central New Jersey. New Jersey looks like it has a waistline, and I'm in the waistline of New Jersey. That's how I describe it. That's because a lot of people think there's northern New Jersey and southern New Jersey, and central Jersey gets forgotten about. But we exist.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, Chris
in
and
the New.
I are in the same area,
Has any
kinda,
has anybody been to
about
New
an hour
Jersey?
away.
Oh, the short-term memory. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I
They
have
say
no short-term memory at all.
they say they have supplements for it, and I keep telling Tony I forget to buy it, and then even
Add
if
it
I
to your
bought it,
list.
I'd lose it or
Right.
I
Add
forget
it
to
to your
take it.
list.
It's terrible. I
It's crazy. I mean, I forget everything. Well, part of it is because of my disability. So I'll blame it on that.
I don't know what I'm blaming it on. I was taking meds that made me stupid. I know that that sounds silly, but
No, because
I
I was on some of those same meds.
and I stopped taking them, and now I can answer some Jeopardy questions. So I said to Tony, "Do you notice I'm answering more?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah.
So it's like I'll be just if I don't really think too much about it, I'm in the kitchen, I'm like yelling, "Boop boop!" I know that answer, but I mean, back in the day,
Good for
back
you,
in the day.
Larry. I would not have walked in 18-degree weather. So I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. I haven't gone out of the house probably since I bought that.
Scarlett is here. Hey,
I bought it.
Scarlett.
Hi, Scarlett TG. What is she like? What do you like to be called, Scarlett TG? The the what do we call her? The throne
Oh,
princess
God.
or
Chris, I
something.
have eaten too many king cakes, and I sent one to Susie. So Susie ate king cake.
I did. Does he make king cake?
No, he told me I can eat king cakes.
Oh, that was so sweet. The one you gave me, and one of the sides tasted better than the other side, and I think it's because it got squished in traffic.
Yeah, you had to scoop some of the stuff. That's awesome, Scarlett. She walked 3 miles.
That's good. That's like a really nice amount. I mean, if you could do 2 to 3 miles a day, you would feel much more fit. I feel like I mean I know I do. I I I couldn't walk for a
Larry
while
wants
because
to know what's a king cake.
oh, can I explain it?
It's sort of like a pastries. It depends. They make them different. Some are pastries. Help me, Chris. Some are
It's a yeast based cake
yeah, like
that usually
a
has a
cinnamon
top.
rolly kind of thing, and then some are filled. Some are not. You can get like a cheesecake filling. You can get praline filling. Strawberry, raspberry, whatever. And it's made like in a round circle, and then they put a baby in it. So whoever gets the baby when they eat it has to buy the next king cake.
And I heard also I was
Scarlett
told
says she loves your top.
they're decorated in the colors of thank you. They're decorated in the colors of New Orleans, like green, purple, and yellow. Is that it? Are those the
Uh-huh.
colors?
Yellow,
Okay.
purple, and green. Oh, jeez, my battery. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And yeah, don't die. And a lot of them, I'm plugged in right now, so I don't lose power. And a lot of them, I mean, well, you're supposed to eat it for Fat Tuesday, When is Fat Tuesday? Next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, yes. You're right,
And
Larry. It's very sweet. If you got the plain one,
so
you
sweet.
probably could have a little piece.
They should make little ones. Oh, Nana's asking about, do you know of any way to have my own label SKU system for my Amazon inventory? That is above
I know
my head
they
for
have
sure.
like shoot, they have like you can buy like packages and like systems for that.
The only way I know it's going to be Fat Tuesday around here, because we don't celebrate. Well, some places do like celebrations because they want to bring people in for business, but for the most part, I know like they offer more fish dishes in the restaurant because it's going to be Lent. And
Right.
I don't know what the rules are with Lent. Back in the day, you were supposed to eat fish almost like every day, I
Well,
think, or
I
no,
know
no
like
meat every
right.
day.
With us we don't well on Ash Wednesday we don't eat meat and then on every Friday during Lent. And some people do more often than that. But we usually don't eat meat on Friday. But to me, that's not a very big um, sacrifice because here seafood is so abundant. It's a
Right.
treat.
It
So
is.
to me, eating seafood on Lent is not a sacrifice.
You're supposed to get rid of something you really like chocolate or smoking
Right, right.
or like
Joe, they
nookie.
do
I
make
don't know.
the little, they do make the little size, Joe.
Oh, and
Hey,
there's friends
Kat,
there.
welcome.
Hi, Kat.
I'm honored.
Thanks for coming.
We're live.
We're both talk. We usually talk in monologues and we co-talk. Like I'll say something, she'll say something, and and we
And
have
we
our own things
tend to
going.
talk over each other all the time.
Yeah,
So,
it's like I said, we could just co-talk,
right.
and it'll eventually sound like a conversation.
Yeah.
So
Pat, you've been having some awesome sales, girl.
yeah, I haven't seen her around in a long time, but I know that she gets some good stuff. I
Yeah.
don't. Do you buy storage units
She
or
the cat does high bid a lot.
okay? But
But
that's for
even tried to
sales, or
help
how
me
does she
find high
get?
bid and we couldn't find it anything
Does
in my
she
area.
buy from Hybrid or does she sell on Hybrid?
She buys.
Oh,
Oh wow, Kat, that's awesome.
wow. Well, that's about like the whole amount that I have listed, I think.
Kat, I
At this point.
understand that.
No, I
We've
have
been
more.
talking about time management too. And it's like it's so hard to divide yourself into all the chats and into doing home things and work things and listing things.
And you drive everybody to the doctor. You're like the designated driver for your
Yes.
family. So,
Well, yeah. So I bring my sister in law where she needs to go sometimes. She doesn't drive. And then I bring my mom. She's elderly. Well, she's 82 and she thinks she's young, but she is. She is young.
she's
Wow,
cute.
Kat. That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I think I only have like about $5,000 or $6,000 worth of stuff, which is in the resale game not a lot, not a lot listed.
Right. I
I'm
have
really
about
part time.
1,100 listings. I don't remember what the total was, but yeah, I want to be like Kat when I grow up one day.
Well, if I was gonna, doing it, you want to like be successful.
Oh,
But
definitely,
right now,
definitely.
I'm okay with. There was one time, like a few years ago, when I was getting so many sales that I was getting pissed at like the fact that I had to wrap up 7 or 8 things in a day. And I thought, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be happy for it? And I was thinking, I was preferring the days where it was five and less sales. And I'm like, that's just stupid.
Wow,
But
wow, that's awesome, Kat. But I know you buy higher dollar items too. So that's I can't afford to do that yet, but
well, when people send stuff into Amazon and then they don't really have to touch it, I don't know how, like, can you do used, like, Can you do vintage stuff, or is it all? I mean, they used to have a handcrafted jewelry area, but I don't know if they're still doing it. I had a friend who made jewelry with me, and she got on Amazon for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But Etsy is really more like the handmade jewelry
I
type.
only have about 6 things listed on Etsy. I do okay, but not great. I know Kat just on one of your videos, you were saying you quit Macari because of, what they did to you with keeping your money and stuff. That's crazy.
She has listers for herself. That would be so nice, right? To have somebody just do that drudge. If you could just at some point, if you get big, you could have helpers or workers, and you wouldn't have to do much. If you could just source all the time, wouldn't that be great?
Oh
That would be
God,
so
that would
much
be
fun.
wonderful.
I would
Just to
love that.
source.
Yeah, I would like that.
That's
That'd
my
be great.
dream. Okay, that's my
Yeah.
goal. My long-term goal. How about that?
Yeah, the goal would be just to source, and then you could that's the fun part. I mean, I like treasure hunt. I call it treasure hunting. And I I mean, occasionally I would get bored of it, but I was doing mostly clothes. That's how I started out. I
Uh-huh.
started on Poshmark if anybody's interested. And I a few years ago it was really hot for me out there. And then I the trick is you have to keep listing and listing and listing. Like if you list like at least 5 things a day, your closet will stay current. But when I stopped doing that, I mean, you could still do two a day, and you might have, I want to call like traction or whatever. You'll have people coming, but I don't know. I just sort of left it. I still sell stuff on there, but I'm not really trying so hard.
I quit clothes and I quit plush, Victoria. So I'm just into my
Right,
hard goods now. And it's
Victoria,
like
listing clothes are hard.
it is hard. I mean, well, not hard, but time consuming, I guess, what is how I feel about it because you got to measure everything. You have to, and then people call you for measurements, even though they're in the descriptions and, you know, so.
Okay, so Cajun is saying you can sell collectibles or used on Amazon, but he rarely does. And Nana said she listed some stuff. Okay.
I would
She's
like
listed
to
some
do
used
some
stuff.
more jewelry to as far as space wise because I'm running out of space, and I guess I do need to do some more research on pricing. Um, I don't know. I feel like if I buy something for $3, I want more than $12 for it. So am I wrong for that?
It all I don't know. I'll talk to you about my theory on that. I mean, sometimes I'm happy to just get my money back. When I see sometimes I purchase things that it seems are out there a lot and I didn't realize when I was getting it. So I'm happy with getting my money back. Some things I know, like Johnny was saying, he tries to buy jewelry that he knows he can at least make twice the money. So, but I mean, like if you're paying $12 and you get 25, let's say, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I occasionally was buying cheap stuff from, I mean, I don't go to Wish. I hate Wish, but like sometimes I was getting stuff from overseas and the
Mm-hmm.
price point was very low. And then I don't mind so much selling it for like $8 if I've paid like two, but it depends on how much work you're willing to do, right? I mean,
Right.
like, do you want the hot nickel or do you want the cold dime? That's
Right.
what I always say. Like, because
Right.
sometimes if you only put expensive stuff out there, you might sell it, but it's going to take some time to find the
Right.
right person.
Right.
I've
I
sold
mean,
a few things that had some decent prices, but you know, I sat
yeah.
on it.
I mean, if I can have all the sales like my bowl I sold, I don't know if you still hear that.
Oh
I
my god.
sold a.
Yeah.
I just went brain dead.
It was a spill proof Fire King
Fire King
jadeite
jadeite bowl, and I
small
paid
bowl.
$2. Yeah, a bowl. I'm sorry, that's where my accent comes in. I paid $2 for it, and I had two. I paid $2 for the larger one. I sold that one for $79. and then I paid $1 for the small one and sold it for 500. So that was nice.
It's awesome. That was
Yeah.
the best. That was the
So
best pickup recently.
that was a nice pickup. I mean, I was excited when I saw it. I couldn't breathe.
I was too. When I looked at it, I was like, wow. Because you said I think it's worth a lot of money. And then um when I saw that somebody sold one for like, I mean, I know it was more than you took, but like 1,250, like $1,250 for a piece of glass. It it's crazy to me. But
Right.
there are people that want to complete their collections and they don't care. They have the money, so they'll spend it. The same day on eBay, two of those same bowls sold, and I found that kind of strange. Remember, it was like January 24th, and two of them went. So somebody was obviously trying to pick up one in a spare.
Hi, Letitia. I think
Letitia, hi, Letitia. I don't know what that means. Vum today? Okay.
But
You look.
anyway, so yeah, those bolos are nice when you get them. You know.
Yeah.
So
And as far as clothes are concerned, if you see, I mean, I can talk about clothes. I know a lot about the clothes industry. I mean, I don't really know what brands are hot now, but I mean, Eileen Fisher, yeah. If you see like a Chanel anything, and that could be like a real bolo. I mean,
yeah.
and Dior jewelry always sells really high. So if you see Dior
Mm-hmm.
anywhere,
Yeah. Pam says it depends on the item. Research is important. Says it should be
absolutely.
short investments. That's good. Mine is about probably 80 to 90% vintage also. And that's, I was doing clothes for a while. I was doing the other stuff for a while. Pop, I can't think today. What is wrong with me? Plush. And it just didn't do well for me. I guess maybe I didn't have enough, or, you know,
I was laughing because they said you had a bot, so you made
I
it.
thought that's what it was. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't say too much about it.
Now, are bots
The
really
Chris,
bots, or are they humans pretending to be bots? I don't know.
I guess we made it to the big leagues, huh? We had a bot. That's funny.
Yeah,
That is too funny.
it's funny.
You
Anyway,
see, you
I
got
know
that,
Nana said she got
Chris?
engaged on something on Amazon, so she was really happy to hear that.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
that's nice too. Yeah, I was always buying high, selling low. I have the word like if you if you want deals, I do reverse income. I lose money on things a lot. So I mean, there, like I said, there was a time when I went to the bins, and then it seemed so cheap to just buy anything. I was so excited to see something in one piece. I would take it. Then I
Right,
got much more selective because
right.
you just can't buy everything you see. I mean,
I want to go to the bins so bad.
I would like to go back to the bins too. I really want to, but I can't go an hour and a half away and then spend a tank of gas hoping I'm gonna find. And then, like, I have so much
Ours
stuff
is
here.
about 3 hours away.
I
If
didn't. I
I can't
never
believe
haven't
that, right,
listed
Chris?
so much stuff.
Well, we have, like I said, we have one here in Louisiana in Shreveport, and well, my sister-in-law lives in DeRidder, so she told me I can stop there. I can spend the night, and then we can go the rest of the way together.
That's
But
fun.
out, and then Chris says there's one in Mobile, and
That Jersey Gypsy
I was not
Lisa lives
buying
not too
your
far from the bins.
squashmallows, Chris. I only bought a couple, and that's all they had because I can never buy them. And it broke my heart to pay $6 for those little baby squishmallows or squashmallows that I paid $5.99. And
What are they
those,
worth?
I don't know. I only got like probably 17 for them. It was the little Yoda, baby
See,
Yodas.
that
It was
to
like
me,
it was like little.
you still made money, and
I did. I did.
like I sold my first plush recently, and I made back money, and I was so happy because I bought a lot of plush thinking I'd make money on it, and
Mhm.
nope. It's just a
Chris,
big
the
no.
only plush that I would steal from you is when I went to Goodwill and Gonzales, and then I would steal the plush there because they were 4 for $1. So I would get the good ones if I made it there before Chris. So
Oh, so he said he got a 200 plus jacket.
oh
there,
wow.
which made
My
up for
daughter and I went to the bins in Jackson. I think it was Jackson, Mississippi, and they had just opened like 2 days before. So it was all mostly clothes. So I did spend $80 there, and it was all I found back when LuLaRoe was, I think that's what it was big. I bought a lot of kids leggings. They were new without tags. So I bought a bunch of that, but there was no hard goods. And that's my love, you know.
I can't sell kids clothes for the life of me. I give it away. So and
Right.
if I can't tell sometimes like if it says 14 or 16, I think it's adult
Mhm.
sizes sometimes when I'm rushing
Right.
around. And
Right.
I've picked up jackets that I don't know, Roxy brand jacket,
Mhm.
like it's a snowboarding company, but nobody wanted to give me a penny for it. I'm very frustrated.
Wow,
So
Chris, you sold a 5-inch Yoda for $42 on Amazon. That's
he
awesome.
sells, he gets a lot
I
of money
have
for
one
push
more
on
of those,
Amazon.
and it is new, but the tag was off of that one. So I think I have it listed on eBay and Mercari, but I don't know. I think I have it listed for like $17.
Maybe you should get into Amazon. That
Maybe.
sounds good. I mean, if he's making that kind of profit on stuff just from Amazon. I mean, I've bought stuff on Amazon and I realized it was from Dollar General, not Dollar General, like the Dollar Tree back in the
Uh-huh.
day. And I was like pissed at myself. I live like 2 minutes from a Dollar Tree. And I thought I should have just looked there first. I don't know
And
why.
speaking of Dollar Trees, are now $1.25 trees.
Yeah, the $1.25.
So
I don't know if that's a good, I mean, corporate greed. People were saying like it was politics, not politics, it's corporate greed. They made lots and lots of money last year,
uh-huh.
that company, and they don't pay their employees that much. And their overhead had to be pretty low. I mean,
Uh-huh.
if you're selling stuff for $1, I mean, they're probably paying like a quarter or 10 cents for it.
You
They
know, I
have to
like
be.
to when I go to Dollar Tree, I like to look for stuff that doesn't have the Greenbrier thing on the back because then I know it's not made specifically for Dollar Tree. And then sometimes you can flip it. Like I'll buy
I what
Salon
is it?
Selective shampoos. I've bought, you know, the big size of shampoo and conditioner, and I flip them for like $15.
For
You
the
know,
two or for one each? Like,
one each.
but I mean, but you're giving them a conditioner and the
No,
shampoo
no,
for
it
15.
depends. Some
Okay.
like sometimes I'll list them separate, and sometimes I'll list them together.
So you're making $15 per bottle. You spend $1. That's a good return. I think that's
Yeah,
good.
that's a great return. And
Yeah, because
sometimes they have very good books if you can get there before, like the Amazon sell. You know, people who do Amazon and go there specifically for books. So if you can get there when the books just come out, you can maybe, you know, I've picked up a few. So
we had one Dollar Tree that had good books, and then the last time I went, they had nothing. It's
yeah.
like it seems like they just have coloring books for children
Hmm.
lately.
Right.
But yeah, one time I went, they had a lot of cookbooks and they had a lot of art books, and I was tempted because I thought, yeah, I know these are worth a lot of money, but yeah, I'm I was doing auctions, and when you do a YouTube auction, I don't know. You can, and
Oh
people
wow.
like get turned off
Yeah,
at the
he
price.
says sometimes he says that's what's crazy. Sometimes a squishmallow can sell on eBay for 65, and then on 140 on Amazon.
That isn't it. See, so Dawn, go on Amazon. Hi, Bread, aka Bread Company. How you doing? Thanks for coming.
Hi, how are you? I don't know. It's just hard to know sometimes what to pick up. I'm gonna stick with what I know in the hard goods. I don't think I want to venture back into plush because it takes so much space, and space I'm a little short on these days. You know?
Well, uh, okay. I just have tons of clothes. I'm gonna probably give away a lot of my stuff eventually when I go through it more carefully. But what's good about having big piles of clothes in your house is you could shop in your own house. And I mean, I've been doing that because I
Right.
was changing a lot of sizes. So I keep going up and down, but I was
Mhm.
going really down, and um, I ended up using a lot of the clothes I got at the bin. So that was good for me. I mean, back in the day, I was only paying 99 cents a pound. So
Mhm. Well, Larry, you should check Dollar Tree sometimes because they do have some good books if you can catch them when they first come in.
they have little free libraries, but they don't want you to sell the stuff. They want you to read it and put it back. But you can, I mean, I'm surprised. I don't even know if my town library is even open now. It probably is. But during COVID, I was doing a lot of shopping online.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anna, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you coming in.
we we still have COVID around, but they said now it's an endemic, not a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just have to get used to it. And now the recommendation is to wait 8 weeks before the first shot and the second shot. And they find that you'll get more antibodies that way.
Mm-hmm.
That was just what I
Well,
heard last night.
yeah. I
So
mean, I was pretty sick the beginning of the week, and the doctor, I did a home COVID test, and it was negative, and he suggested I do another one, and I did, and it was negative. So it was either strep or flu, I guess, you know. So I venture to say strep because he gave me antibiotics and steroids, and I'm feeling better. So I think that's what it
yeah,
was.
you look a lot better now,
Oh, I
actually.
feel so much better. Oh God.
So now we have to ask about the bread. How did the bread company, aka bread, also known as bread company?
It's Anna.
Oh, you know her? Okay.
She comes in on Victoria's chats.
Ow.
Thanks, Victoria. I feel like I'm living again. I swear it was bad.
I was sick from pre-Christmas to after New Year's, and it was something that was just lingering.
Mm-hmm.
But by the
Yeah.
time I did get a test, it was negative.
Hi,
But
Kathy.
I was pretty sure I was sick. Is this Kathy? Kathy's real. Hi,
Well,
Kathy.
I'm glad Victoria sent you, Kathy. I think I
Victoria's
see
so
you on
nice.
Johnny's chats, Kathy. Thanks,
Wow.
Nana. So, Nana, how are you liking living in Florida? That's what I want to know.
Are you used to the palmetto bugs yet? Or have you not seen them? I, I went to Florida a few times, and one time I was brushing my teeth, and there was this bug the size of a saucer on the wall. I was like, "Ah!" I was making this noise, and everybody came running.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. And all these little lizards kept running in from the
Thank you,
outside.
Victoria.
I was wondering, Victoria, do you have a lot of lizards coming into your house?
Nana says she loves it, the weather. She misses the family and the recent hubby having his health issues. It's been stressful. Well, we're praying for your
Yeah.
hubby.
Is is I'm assuming he's down in Florida with you. But I think you said once you had to bring him north. It's kind of a big schlep to go back and forth. But
Yeah.
I knew some snowbirders, that's what they call them. And then they were settling in Florida, and they tried to have like a summer house in I think the Smoky
No
Mountains.
lizard, Susie. Thank goodness. I don't like bugs. That's Victoria.
I don't like bugs. I mean, the lizards were kind of cute. I mean, I did my last southern trip. We saw a lot of lizards when we would go to like parks. We
Hey,
Tony.
Haley. Oh, my daughter's here. Isn't that
Hi,
sweet?
Haley. How's it going, Haley? Are you having fun? Your mom said you're visiting
Yeah, she's there with Rebecca's family. Yeah, I don't know. Chris was here last week, but I had somebody pop on and it said Rebecca Trosclair, and I'm thinking, I gotta know that person. I have to know that person.
I said it has to be a relative because he
Right.
has the same
Hey,
name.
come to find out, it was, we call my daughter-in-law Becca. She hates to be called Rebecca. So we go. So Susie's like, "Does Dawn know you?" And they laugh. And then Haley sends me a text and she goes, "Mom, it's Becca." So I was so embarrassed. My poor. So I told her, I said, if she came on today, I would know who she was. I promised.
That was so funny because I'm saying it's a trust, Claire. You have to be related. How many? I mean, there might be. And then I thought maybe it's a common name like Smith. I don't know.
Well,
It
it's
doesn't
pretty
seem.
common here,
Yeah.
in the South. So yeah.
There's
So
not a
Haley,
lot of
what are you guys
Woozies.
doing today? Yeah, I think Nana's finding some connections of people who live close to her.
Mulberry outside of Tampa. um, I stayed by the water, like by the Gulf, when I flew into Tampa a couple times that I went to Florida. For some reason, it was a lot cheaper to go to Tampa than to go to any other place.
Mm-hmm.
But I lately we do road trips. I like road trips. He likes road trips too. My fiance, and we'll just drive. I mean, we wanted to see the eclipse in 2017, and we drove. We drove all the way to Tennessee to see it, and because we were mapping out like where the best viewing spots were, and we were trying to find one that was closest to a big city, so we would have something to do other than look into the sky for 10
Right,
minutes.
right.
Although we were in the park all day.
Yeah. Y'all be careful, Haley. She says it's raining and icy there.
Oh,
They're in Bolivar, Tennessee.
it's hard to believe that it gets so cold down in the south, because every time I've been there, I want to say I sweat my balls off, but I don't really have balls. But it's like it's so hot every time we've gone.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Well, it's hot here. Haley, you missing the warm weather, baby. Because it is warm. I think it's supposed to be cooler next week, but it's crazy. It's like, but Louisiana, I tell you that all the time, Kathy. We can have all four seasons in one day here. So yeah.
So, okay, when you source, we were talking about the difference in prices of like
Mm-hmm.
living up here and living
Uh-huh.
down by you. And
Mm-hmm.
because the storefronts of every place is so expensive, because the real estate, I think it's almost like I live in the most densely populated state,
Mm-hmm.
and the real estate taxes are enormous because these I live in a 1,400 square foot house, and I only have one bathroom, and I have a yard. It's not huge. It's pretty small, really, and they want just under $10,000 a year in real estate tax. So
Wow.
it's so expensive to live here. And I imagine the rents of all these thrift shops, except if it's like right on a church property, they
Mm-hmm.
they have to charge so much for the stuff. So when I source, like even when I was going to Goodwill, the prices were astounding. They were eBay prices
Mm-hmm.
for the stuff, and I was almost thinking it's not fair, but it is fair. I mean,
Yeah.
they can charge whatever they want. I don't have to
Right.
buy it.
I mean, our
But
Goodwill has gotten very pricey. Even on some of the stuff, half price is expensive. I like, you have to find the little hole in the wall thrift stores. Um, and the one that I usually shop at may not open. I don't know. Again, since the storm, and then they have, because they still closed, they have a lot of damage. And then I found one across the river. It's like an arc, and I can get glass there, but it's a lot of clothes. So the glass, there's, it's not a big section. And I like to collect. Well, I don't collect, but I told them I like to collect them because I like to sell them. The ashtrays. And she
okay,
told me, oh, we threw them away because nobody
yeah,
wants that. And I said, well, please don't throw them away. Keep them for me. So she said she would.
Is it just going to toss them out?
Yeah, but
there's a big market.
On those little stores, I can get glass for 25 cents a piece, where at Goodwill, it's anywhere from 59 cents to $1.99 and up.
I go to Habitat for Humanity, and that's the only place I would source glass for. I mean, it's called the Rehome Store, and it depends who's pricing because they're all volunteers, and sometimes you could get like things for 50 cents, or like sometimes they'll have sets of glasses, and they might say
sure does, Kathy. Yeah,
like four for $1.
Right.
But
She said Ashley's make great paintbrush holders. They do. But
yeah.
I usually sell them pretty well because, you have your collectors out there who collect them. And then the weirder, the better. I picked up this really ugly, it was like, I want to say for North Carolina college. And, you could tell it was a hobbyist piece. And I got good money for it. And they loved it. They gave great comments,
It was a souvenir from North Carolina.
I picked it up at a thrift store. It was just one of those big ashtrays that had like the football helmet on it. Somebody painted themselves. Okay. And I want to say they paid around 20. I mean, and I paid probably 50 cents for it. So that was a nice return. Yeah.
Yeah. That's very nice.
So I get spoiled with the 25 cents items. And then when I do go to Goodwill and they want to charge me $1.99 for a glass.
Oh, I'm saying $6.
That makes me crazy. See, I only buy them on half price days. Some of them I will pay $1, but
I have never seen anything at my Goodwill it might have been like half broken and something very tiny, and then it might be like about $1, but it's like what? And they would even sell Dollar Tree stuff for $4.
Yes, for higher than like maybe $2 or $3. Yes, definitely. When you see the Greenbrier or the what's it called, Norfolk, Royal Norfolk, that's all Dollar Tree. Hey, Becca, I know who you are today. Y'all, Rebecca Toaster is my daughter-in-law.
Hey,
that's
Becca.
Haley's wife.
Hi, Becca. How you doing? How's it going? Now that we know who you are.
Do I know you? Oh
yeah,
my
anyway,
goodness. It's funny. But I'm trying to do some more jewelry, but I feel like I don't know enough about jewelry to sell jewelry.
I'm going to tell you that you have to make sure your finishes are really good and the latches work. If you can take a good look at it. Sometimes you could buy a bag of stuff that didn't sell, and that's like just kind of fun to look through. There's a store that's a few towns over from me. It's called Unique, and they have a nice jewelry counter. Well, they have a jewelry counter, and everything that they don't sell like in a month, they'll put in bags, and they'll sell the bags for like $20. And then if they don't sell, then they put those on sale for like 15. So I've bought some bulk bags. I can't say I've gotten really good stuff from there, but it's fun to look through. I mean, like if you're a real jewelry fan, it's just fun. It's like a mystery box. It's awesome to look through.
Yeah,
and I hope you find something good.
Buy mystery bags or mystery bottles or whatever, So I tend to take Suzy on virtual thrifting trips with me.
You have.
So,
and I'll say that one, go get that
one.
Yeah,
I got some good things. Right. I mean, I got some good things at the last one. And
I'll say, that was copper. Go get the copper.
Yes, Debbie, this is where all the cool kids are.
Is Debbie
How you doing today, Debbie?
Is Dibble here? Hi, Dibble.
Dibble just walked. Listen, I said she just walked in. She just floated in.
I can't wait to see her on a live, and show her face. I'd like to see that. I've heard your voice, I think, on Cody's, right? You've gone on Cody's. Yeah. I want to see Scarlett. Even if Scarlett doesn't want to show her face, I'd like to hear her voice because the accents are fun to hear for us.
Oh, Debbie, that's what I have to do. Oh, my God. We were just talking about time management earlier. I have to time manage my house cleaning.
So Debbie she calls herself Little Debbie, and we have like the snack cakes, Little Debbie. But she said she's short, or like height challenged. Is that what you call it? Is that why you call yourself Little Debbie? And I don't know. I'm not very tall. I used to be taller. I'm shrinking as I get older. I hate to say it. It's like, the little old lady. I'm like,
She says 4'11".
oh wow, that is pretty short. Actually, I would feel tall around
Picky.
you,
Welcome,
Mr. Picky. I know Mr. Picky. He's he's married to Nikki.
the
Mr.
Mrs.
Picky's married to
Picky.
Nikki.
No, Haley, it's not coffee. It's diet root beer.
I have no drink with me. I feel like the only
It's
thing
too hot
liquid
right
in this
now.
room is Pledge. I'm not going to drink
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna make me some iced coffee this morning, but I didn't. I ran out of time.
Oh,
So
darn. I bought this. Tell me how much it's worth. What is it? It's like,
it's a sugar dish
okay.
without a lid.
It
I don't
has
know.
like little scratches that make a flower. It's like etched in, and it has a little etched. I don't know if you could see that.
I don't know. I would probably. Does it have a mark on the bottom?
No, it just looks like a starburst.
Yeah. I would probably list that for about 12, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I think I got a deal. I think
Did you pay for it?
I paid less than $1 for this because I got it at the rehome store. That's the only
Oh,
place I
okay,
could find
cool.
anything for less than
Yeah.
$1. And they had like a clearance bin in the front. And I saw this and I thought of you. And I said, I should get this because
I do like clear glass. A lot of people don't, but I like clear glass.
things that have two handles are interesting, even from a standpoint of, like, I was really thinking I could use this at my wedding and put like a votive. We had to use fake votives because it's an old barn. So, but I just really thought I could put the candle in it and put it on the table and then I'd sell it.
Oh, that's
But
a big difference, Jake.
what did
He
he
said
say?
his first wife was 4'11" and he's 6 foot.
Oh, wow. Oh, thanks, Haley. And that is a big difference. Tony and I are very similar in height. So, I mean, he's a couple, like an inch or two taller, but like we seem kind of like level. We fit together. And when I met him, I was really big and he was sort of thin. And then we swapped. I mean, he's not really big now, but as I
You
was
want to tell
losing weight, he was
Precious?
gaining weight because he got more of the pizza, I think. Hey, Precious.
Precious is like, what is going on here?
Yeah, when I met Tony, I actually thought, like, I think I was wearing higher heels, and he had kind of like, his hair was shaggy and he had round glasses, and I thought, this guy kind of looked like John Denver. What? I said, who's this little man? But he wasn't.
Yeah, Jared and I aren't as, we aren't that big of. He's like 6, and I'm about 5'5.5".
I used to
So,
be 5'5" when I was young, and then in some doctors they say I'm 5'4", and one said I was 5'3.5", and she kept saying 5'3", and I'm like, give me that half inch at least. Don't take it away from me. Don't be that mean. It's like back in the day when you could like teeter on a scale, and if you're between like 199 and 200, and then the nurse wrote 200, and I said, you couldn't give me the half pound. Like, you're so cruel.
that's funny, Kathy.
What a cruel lady she was. Oh, yeah. Well, I met Tony when I was 52 years old,
But Kathy, where are you from?
or 51. Oh, so she was taller than her husband. That's cool.
Yeah.
I know some. Okay, we could talk about meeting our beloveds. I met mine online through OkCupid, and I want to
Okay.
tell you. Let me tell you a story. My niece met her husband on OkCupid. My niece's best friend met her husband on OkCupid, and my niece's half sister met her husband on OkCupid. And so everybody who says that dating site was a dud, right around the time I met Tony, I said, it's fantastic. Well, we have so many success stories. We had one dinner table where everybody was there. And I'm like, where did you meet? Okay, keep it. Where did you meet? Okay, keep it. Where did you meet? Okay. And it was like amazing. And then I said, doesn't anybody meet people the real way anymore? It was so crazy. But I mean, look, there were so many weirdos on that site. I'm not going to say they aren't there. I got invited to such weird dates. You wouldn't even believe it. One guy just wanted to lay at my feet like a dog. I was like, what? And I and somebody said, I'm coming to New Jersey. Can you meet me at such and such hotel room and I go, I think you have the wrong dating site. Like you want a whore. Like or escort. Like you're yeah, no, thanks.
Right.
It was so weird.
Oh no, Nana. You gotta get each inch you can. Or half an inch. Oh, yeah. Well, Garrett and I are high school sweethearts, so we've been together since we've been in 11th grade. We were juniors.
That's so sweet.
So we'll be married 40 this in September. It'll be 40 years.
Oh, so, wow!
Long time, yeah.
And what day in September?
The 24th.
That's lovely.
Yeah. So my birthday is on the 3rd. And we couldn't get married on the 3rd because somebody else had it that day, the church. So I think the first available was the 24th. So because we were going to get married on my birthday.
There's so many weddings this year of all the people that put up we originally had our wedding scheduled for year 2020, 10/10/2020. I love sequences of numbers. And so I was told that this place, it's the same. We rented a farm for a week and they have a barn and you can get married in the field and there's a barn where you can have your reception, but you have to rent a tent. Anyway, in New Jersey, that was the best thing I could kind of find for the price was a drafty old barn that has no air conditioning or heat.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I hope so. It's not hideous or anything. It's kind of cute, but and I dreamed of always having like a real rustic kind of affair, but I got so disappointed during the COVID. I got like depressed and I knew so many people that passed away. Tony's mom died right after we got engaged. Like she had a stroke and then she passed and my friends kept calling me up and saying, my mom just died or like my brother died or it was like, oh, this is and during the day of our originally planned wedding, half of my family had COVID. So we would have had nobody there anyway. I'm glad we canceled it.
Debbie says she's a unicorn. Never married and no kids. Sometimes, Debbie, I think that's you got the right idea sometimes.
I don't know. I don't see that comment. Oh, there. I'm a unicorn, never married, no kids. Yeah, well, I couldn't have kids. I've been in relationships where like I was living with somebody for 12 years and before I met Tony, and I couldn't have kids. And honestly, it's for the best. I mean, I think at this point we had a dog together. And then Tony and I have 2 dogs together kind of. But, they're not children, but I love them and they're spoiled. I said I dyed my hair golden retriever blonde just so I could look like my dog. It's a little thinking I'm its mother. Isn't that stupid? It's so funny.
Scarlett says she's a unicorn too. Well, and an angel. And not at all a Halo thief. Well, I don't know about that.
My unicorn status is leaving me this September because I'm actually going to say I do. I'm going to say yes. I can't believe I waited this long. That's awesome. It's amazing. I can't even imagine it. I had a vision one day. I said, my time is coming, but it's going to come when I'm old.
Right.
And I figured I had this feeling like I'm going to meet somebody right around the time I'm going to be like a senior citizen. It's true.
Scarlett says you look amazing.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I don't want to say I tried it. I'm lucky, I suppose. I mean, I have I have the need to visit. I could go to a plastic surgeon or a medical aesthetic office or whatever they call it, and I probably could fill out some stuff and do some Botox and get some lift. I really, I lost 100 pounds. I have a lot of saggy skin, so I think I looked younger when I was fatter. Like I plumped out my head more, but you know, it's nice to have lost the weight anyway. And I think it's more attractive to have, like, I had a very big neck area. Now it's sagging, but I think it was unappealing to me to look at myself like that, even though I shouldn't assume. Like, Tony met me looking like that, so he's a
I
wonderful man.
agree, Victoria. She looks great.
Thank you. You're nice. And yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, like, what age I was turning, but I'm turning 60. I wanna like celebrate it in a way. I'm so tired of this, like, COVID not having anything to do. But, like, honestly, I don't have any family left except for a cousin who lives nearby. So it's kind of sad. Every time there's something happening. I mean, my brother moved to Georgia. He lives outside of Atlanta, and so did
Oh, thank you,
his
Nana.
kid. Thank you. That's
Debbie
nice.
said she'd love to have a longer neck. Short girl, short neck.
I never had a neck at all. I used to look like a head on a body, and I couldn't wear. I couldn't wear, like, I always wore really long necklaces because I didn't want to draw any attention to the fact that I was a head on a body. And when you get heavy set, I think you like just sort of pay more attention to your head anyway. I think, like, you could put on mascara, but there's just do your hair. But it's
It happens
yeah.
fast, Pam. It happens fast.
Ah,
I know I stopped coloring my hair. It's been quite a few years. I just got tired of fighting the roots.
well,
But
I love your hair.
I started getting gray probably in my late 20s.
I love your
So,
white hair. It looks white on camera. It looks so nice. I I'm tempted to grow it out after the wedding, and then I'll see
mhm.
how it looks. And then because all this hair dye is really not good for me, or bleaching or whatever I need to do. But I know it, like, makes my hair feel more fluffy.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not far behind you. Hi, Barry. Welcome.
Well, I take a lot of supplements, and I've been starting to take collagen again because I didn't take it for a while. And, my legs started hurting. I started taking the collagen again. And people say it helps. I don't know. I have one that's dissolvable, like it's like almost a bone broth collagen, and it's almost like gelatin. And
Uh
you can
huh.
put that in your coffee, or I take these pills. They're huge, and I'll sometimes take them too. But when I was taking all my supplements, I thought I looked even better. But if I just forgot for a while to take the collagen because they're so big. The pills are like
Yeah.
footballs.
Well, I need to start mine again. I'll be
Oh, hey,
50. I'll be 59 in September, so
New England
I'm
journalist
right
is
behind
here.
you. Yeah, so I'm.
Hi.
All
Well,
right, Nana. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
all right. Thanks for coming in too.
All
All
right,
right.
Haley. Bye, baby. Love you. Y'all be careful.
All right. Bye, Haley and Becca.
Becca.
She says we're going. We've been on over an hour.
I know. I know. Barry, you have beautiful videos.
So is Barry? That's his name, Barry. Do you do that for a living?
That's okay, Haley. Y'all have a great day, baby. Love y'all.
Yeah, have a great day, guys. Anybody who's leaving, have a great day. Um, I don't know. Like we have a lot of shoreline around here. I mean, it's like down the shore. A lot of the people who do the drone stuff by there, it looks
Mhm.
so great. I love watching like the long distance ones because it seems like they have a really long. Some of them could go far and still have contact. I'd be scared that it just like plop into the ocean, and then that would be the
I
end of it.
know. Then you lose it, huh? Oh,
Tony,
did you see his one that he did with the lighthouse? That was gorgeous.
no, I'm gonna have to look at it. I'll have to look at it. And I Tony has a drone with a cat. He had a few of them. He's had many. He doesn't tell me how many he has had or has because
Mhm.
I
Oh,
remember
look,
when he
Bella's
was
coming to say
practicing.
hi.
But
Come on, Bella.
he likes to take pictures of his. He does a huge Christmas light setup around his house, and he takes drone pictures from them. But they get stuck in his trees. They land in the street, and then they get run over by cars. And that's happened more than once. And it's like it's horrible. So that's why I was joking around with you, and I said he needs
Doctor came
lessons.
for a visit. Come on.
Oh,
It's Bella.
Bella, pretty Bella.
Come on. Hi, Bella. Well,
Hi, Bella.
Bella wants a
My
treat. That's all she wants.
my dog. If anybody comes back next time we do this, I'll be downstairs and maybe and you'll get to meet my dogs. Maybe they
Come
saw him today in Victoria's.
on.
I have Norton is the male golden retriever puppy, and I have Roxy, who was a golden mix. Well, that's precious. Bella didn't
This is.
really make a big appearance.
I know she
We
doesn't
just
want to
saw a
come up
little.
because
She looks like a
she's a
sheep.
trader because Maria's here, so she is a trader. She's a standard poodle. She's a cream, a little bit of apricot in her, standard poodle. So, and she's very temperamental.
Oh, well, my Roxy is very attached to Tony for some reason. And for the first few months of me having Roxy, she was more bonded with him, and he didn't live here.
Mhm.
So she would cry every time he left and just sit by the door and wait. And I said, honey, he's not coming back for like many hours. Like, you're going to be waiting a long time. And I said,
Right.
can't you be my pet for a while and let me love you? It took a very long time for her to like relax and enjoy my company. And now I ruined her life by bringing Norton in because Norton tortures her. He
Oh,
jumps on her all the time. That poor dog.
I
She
know
looks
Bella does that to
deranged.
Purchase.
She looks
Yeah.
so
She
sad
is
now.
being
She looks
humorous
to
by
me like,
Haley.
why? Why did you do this to me? And I'm like,
That's
I'm so sorry, honey. I try to let her go like
crazy.
upstairs and get away, but whatever. But
Yeah.
she was happy the day it snowed and I let them both run around with each other because the reason I don't want them out at the same time is because they wrestle in the yard and then they start
Hmm.
rolling around in the mud. And if anybody has two large dogs, they don't like that. It's like to have muddy dogs. It's horrible. So, and then Norton won't go in the bathtub unless I have Tony here. So it's really hard. But the first time we bathed him in the
Right. Oop,
sink.
you
He was so
froze,
cute.
Susie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me if I unfreeze. Oh, you froze. That's the thing. Can anybody see
Yeah,
me?
they go out of that sink very fast.
Oh yeah. It was like, I mean, we got like
Susie, you
three.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. You don't see me? You're frozen to me. I wonder what the chat is saying. Maybe we're getting disconnected. Dawn froze. Okay. Can you still hear me, Debbie? Anyway, yeah, I got to bathe the dog like 3 times in a sink, and then that was the end of it. He was he took off like a rocket. He's so big now. He's 8 months. He turned 8 months on the 20th. Oh, it's just me. Oh no. She's gonna have to come back in. You hear me? Oh, she was going to go to thrift stores. That's fun. We hear you. All right. Um, are you
I'm
still
back.
frozen? Oh, I was wondering if I was still frozen. Or
No,
if they
I
heard
don't
me
know.
blabbling on about Norton in the sink. Now it's a Suzy show. Yeah, he saw me. Okay. Yeah. I said, like, the last time we were on, I thought like nobody was there. And I go, we could do anything. We could dance, And then I'm acting like a fool. And then I'm realizing I didn't know that they kept copies of this and you could see it later on. And I was like, oh no.
Yes.
It's so embarrassing. I mean, I don't
Haley
mind
said they
doing
were going to go thrift shopping yesterday, but the ice stopped them.
Oh, thrifting is for me
Man.
is so much fun. I love it.
Oh, me too.
I mean,
I know.
sometimes
Yesterday, when
you feel dirty when you leave, but
I know, yeah, they're pretty nasty. I know. Yesterday, I had to bring my mom to the doctor, and we took a while, but I went to my office to do my miraculously uh, received orders. So my husband's like, "Oh, I bet you shop until you drop." I was like, "I didn't buy anything."
well,
And yesterday was like Senior Citizens Day at Goodwill. I could have got.
oh, I have to try to start my car again and see if it works. Every time I've wanted to go out, my car's been dead. So, um, there must be a loose connection between the battery and the
Uh-huh.
car, and it keeps dying out. And I've bought new I've well, I mean, I only have like 41,000 miles on my car, and the car's from 2007. So I
Wow, that's
obviously don't
amazing.
use it
My
that much.
new car that I got after the hurricane already has almost 10,000 miles on it. So, jeez, that's cool, Debbie.
What's going on with Debbie?
She said she
Oh,
got 90% off Valentine's stuff at Dollar General. My
oh, okay.
sister-in-law works at Walmart, and she had picked up some like really, really great uh, finds in the clearance aisle. So she sent them to me, and they're Pioneer Woman clear canister sets. She sent me 3 of them,
That's
and
really nice.
I won't tell Becca what's on them because she likes that. I think they're the Christmas one with the truck with the tree in it,
Oh, I like that.
with
I
the
like the
Pioneer
color
Woman
tree.
flower, her signature kind of flower sets.
A lot of
So,
people are reselling the Pioneer Woman, like little dainty cupcake holder, and
mhm.
I wanted a little stand for the wedding. I mean, I can make one out of a candlestick and a plate, but I was just looking through to see what was around, and there were so many listings for that Pioneer Woman one, and in Walmart it's cheaper. So I was wondering how these people were doing it, like if they were, I mean, just buying her stuff at $26 and charging $36, and they think that
Walmart clearances her stuff often.
okay, but
Yeah.
oh, maybe it is different, like in the stores than online. But I just couldn't imagine so many people were buying it. I bought a lot of galvanized metal things from Walmart when they were clearancing it, and some of it got really inexpensive. And I was hunting it down. I made Tony take me to like 3 or 4 Walmarts.
Really, Debbie? Debbie says, don't tell everybody Walmart's cheaper.
It is, and it is cheaper. It's cheaper than a lot of other stores, honestly. I mean, between the $1.25 tree and
Yeah.
Walmart, that's where I usually was spending a lot of my time, like shopping around. Oh, and the Goodwill, even because the Goodwill's in my town, and that's why I go to it. But I'm almost disappointed when I find something I want because
Yeah. Well,
it's
I tell
even
you,
good.
it's Goodwill is right around the corner from my store.
Hmm.
So, which is good and it's not good. You know what I mean?
Well, I
So,
know
yeah.
it's tempting, right? It's like you get bored at work. You go, oh, I'm gonna throw it.
But I just found out, um, God, what is wrong with my brain today? It's one of those days, y'all. I lose words. When I went to that store in Gretna, which is around near New Orleans, and somebody was telling me there's a St. Vincent's right around. So next time I go to the doctor there, I'll try that and go there, because the one I took you virtual shift thrifting on, um, they everything is half price on the first and third Thursday of the month. So
Okay.
that's why I got everything cheap, that, not cheap, but half price that day. So next time I go, we'll
My
see.
Goodwill was doing $1 day, and they were selling out everything. But then they changed it. Oh, it was just clothes, and
Thanks,
then
Victoria.
and 40% off the bric-a-brac. But they it was including shoes and pocketbooks too. And I got some good stuff.
And where
But
was that?
it was at our Goodwill during COVID. They
Oh, okay.
they had to
Yeah.
clear out a lot of stuff, I guess. But then they realized everybody was stocking up, and then they took it away. They make like one thing
Mm-hmm.
$1, I think, or I
Right.
think they stopped $1 altogether, and they just made a 40% off day. But
Uh-huh.
there was a Goodwill all the way down by the bins that had dollar Sundays, and that people would line up for like an hour before the store opened just to run through and grab
We don't
stuff.
get that. And
They
the
closed
best
that
day,
store down.
really, to shop at Goodwill here is on a Sunday, because that's when they first put out the color of the week, and they don't have a chance to pick it up. Because what our Goodwill does, as you can watch them, they pick up everything. So if the color is yellow, they pick up all the yellow.
I saw
So
that
you can't
too.
buy it. I mean,
Well,
that's crazy.
and then what are they doing anyway? They're sending it to bins. I mean,
Right,
it's
right. Or
like,
you
and
hear them
then and
crushing
if
it. And you
and
hear
if
them
you don't
crushing
buy
it in the back.
and if you don't well, that's true. They might pick the labels off and reprice. But if you don't buy the stuff at the bins, like I heard in one of the videos I was watching, there was like a glass crusher, and it was breaking my heart. They were just taking stuff out of the bins and crushing it in like a compactor, and it's like it just seems like such a waste. I mean,
I
they should
know.
just make it like, instead, like all the stuff that they can't sell, they should just say, take a box, fill it up for $1. I
Hmm.
mean, if they're
No,
just
and they
tossing
don't
it
even
in the
let you
trash,
dumpster dive. They have a sign that you're not allowed in their dumpster.
it's probably true here too. Yeah, there's a different dumpster that I put clothes at, and I on purpose put it at the base and instead of putting it in, because I want people to perhaps take it
Hmm.
first. But they even said that's illegal because I'm technically littering. But it was during the COVID times too, and I thought maybe people need stuff, and
Right,
I don't know. It wasn't really, believe me, I didn't bring them designer stuff.
right. Yeah,
It was probably like
I know.
Walmart
It's
stuff.
crazy. But I'll have to show y'all the thing. Look, this is that little creamer I got. Or there you go. When I
That
went,
looks that almost looks like it matches the
I
plate you
have a
have with the
creamer. I had
fish.
the sugar dish with it.
Does it match the fish plate that you have? It almost looks
No,
like
it
the
doesn't
same
match the
pattern.
fish plate. It doesn't
Uh,
match the fish plate. But I do have the sugar dish somewhere here that goes with that. Isn't it pretty?
it is pretty.
I'm a very attracted to
Show that. Can you show the fish plate, or is it in the shop?
um
Because that thing's nice. It's really nice.
it's here somewhere. I don't know where I put it.
And
Oh, here it is.
she bought a
Right
cake
next
and
to
pie server that I loved. Isn't that neat looking? It's like a net with some shrimp in it. You would think you could sell that local. Just
Yeah.
it's really beautiful.
I had some people, well, I don't know
Oh,
if it was you that I sent an offer on it.
probably. I I
Yeah.
I liked about, I don't know, over 10 things in your store yesterday.
Well, no,
I
I
wanted
mean,
it to.
I sent an offer out about 3 or 4 times on that fish plate.
Okay.
So yeah.
I don't know how many. If people know that, put it, Dawn Southern Finds with no spaces. Is that your shop on eBay?
Yeah. Yeah, Dawn Southern
Tell
Finds.
people to like your stuff. Maybe it works. Maybe if everybody
I
goes
don't
and
know.
likes things,
Well, I
like,
think when people like it or when you send out offers, it boosts it in the algorithm or whatever they call it. Bye, Victoria. Thanks for coming by.
bye. Thanks for coming. Oh, okay. She loves fish plates and she wants a fish dish. I have 2 fish dishes. But I mean, I bet you thrift them all or go to yard sales, right, Debbie?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're not going to want to pay retail. I mean, not that I would sell it high, but I would
Right.
sell them.
I have a it's like a koi fish platter thing. It's old and it's two of them. Like they come together, and I want to say it's California pottery that I have. A friend of mine gave it to me, and I have it listed in my store, but I don't get any bites on it. Maybe I have it listed too high.
You could try. I was liking something that was $10, and I noticed that it went up to 15. So
Oh no, you know why? I had a
no,
30%.
not on your store. It was
Oh, okay.
another person's thing. It was just I like critters, and I mean, I'm a little discriminating, but I mean, I like old Japanese figurines of animals, and I mean, I like the ones that are more cutesy more than. I mean, I like the realistic ones too, but I almost prefer, like, you saw, like, the little parrots smiling at each other, salt and
Right,
peppers. I
right.
love that, and the little owl that had like a flower for a hat.
Uh huh.
I love those
Right.
weird ones. So cute. I I would buy if I see salt and peppers, like, even if I like one or two in a big lot, I'll buy the big lot. But now I don't know what to do with a lot of the stuff I buy because
Uh huh.
I don't list it. I noticed that there's a lot of sterling silver salt and
Oh,
peppers
those
for
are cute
sale.
too, Debbie.
Frog plates. Okay.
I have this little frog thing. It's about this big, and there's a frog in the middle, and it has a hole in his head. I think he's an incense holder. It is the
Oh.
weirdest thing.
My mother had a frog plate that had a frog on it, and I don't have it. So it must have gotten broken and thrown away because I inherited everything from my parents, and I would have taken it for sure. But I know it's not around. But I remember seeing that. It was cute. Anyway,
Yeah.
she,
Well,
she's what? You want to go?
you want to wrap up a little bit because
Okay.
I have to do my weekly duty.
Your weekly
She sold
duty?
a frog plate
Did
for
your
$49
weekly duty? What did you mean by your weekly duty?
to bring my
I
sister-in-law
thought
to
you
the
were very
store.
constipated for a second.
I have to be the driver. I am the driver, the chauffeur.
I know, but did
Get
you
your
hear
mind
what I
out the
said?
gutter, Susie.
Did you hear what I said about, like, your weekly duty? And I was thinking, I was thinking,
My
oh,
weekly chauffeur duties.
okay, that's different. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm just being silly. Duty. She sold a frog plate for $49, and it was the size of a saucer. See, wow, Debbie,
Wow, that's
you gotta
nice.
you have to talk about some of your stuff. I've seen you buy stuff on our auctions, and I mean auctions on YouTube. I mean, and I'm thinking if you buy a lot of stuff, I was wondering what you did with all the makeup. I figured you probably resold it because nobody needs that much makeup, right? I don't think at some point.
So Debbie, you sell on eBay?
Uh, she did. She said she sold marked up Pioneer Woman stuff. So just keep
Yeah.
that in mind when you try
I
to
have
sell.
some I have some old Pioneer Woman the teal glasses. Those
Okay.
they're really pretty. In fact, the thrift store had them marked for $1. And I'm like, these are not that old. I said, they're Pioneer Woman. So she marked them down to a quarter a piece. But I didn't
And then
realize I wasn't being like trying to get a deal. Well, I was trying to get a deal, but I wasn't purposely lying to them. I thought they were like, I thought they were just, really
overpriced.
not old, but they are vintage. Yeah. Okay, she said
Somebody
she sells eBay and Macari.
at like one of the charity things, people doing a fundraiser, I bought something. And it had Pioneer Woman stuff in it, but I'm like the kind of person who I didn't really take notice of. One of them things looked like a ring with like a needle point or some kind of needlework on the inside, and it had flowers, and there was something ceramic in there, and I don't even remember what it was, but I
Okay.
probably should list it because I I just I waste a lot of money buying stuff and not listing it. I don't know what it's worth though.
Yeah, I try to get deals most of the time. You know, a lot of times at Goodwill, I ask them like, if I buy all of these, can you give them to me? You know, like a lot of times Goodwill will have $1.99 for the glasses, and I'll ask them if I buy them all, like if they have 12, can you give me a better deal? Sometimes they'll say, "Oh, I'll give them to you for 59 cents." It depends on who's the manager, you
Right.
know.
They used to
So,
do better deals for me. I knew a
bye,
manager.
Larry. Thanks for coming.
Bye. Okay. I used to get deals at Goodwill that was
That's
up
true,
the
Debbie.
road,
That's awesome.
and the managers, I used to say to somebody, this was in the dress section, but it's a shirt. And the guy was like, okay. Because I don't care what it is. And he would like charge me the cheaper price for things. And I wasn't really trying to beg for deals. I ended up not really selling a lot of that stuff. But there was one motorcycle jacket they were selling, and it didn't have the liner in it. And I said,
Hmm.
you have this, it was expensive. They had it for like $50. I thought
Hmm.
$50 was a lot of money at a thrift shop. It probably isn't in general, but leather's really hard to sell online. I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
I've had leathers that, I had to make them really cheap to get rid of them. So he made it $25 for me because I just said it doesn't have a lining. And I
Hmm.
mean, it had the like lining, but it came with an extra lining to wear, so
Right.
it'd be like a more of a winter coat. And then, do you remember who was that tiger? That tiger guy, the Tiger King. What was there was a show on TV about that weirdo, and I think he was in jail for attempted murder or something. But
That's what I
anyway,
need to do. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
he wore that motorcycle jacket in one scene, except his had like red roses and mine has black roses. And I thought I should have tried to sell it then when he was still
Right.
more popular, because otherwise
Well,
it's just a weird motorcycle jacket with
you
fringe.
need to list it though, and put
I,
that in the listing.
I wore it out to dinner once, and I was thinking people are probably gonna laugh at me because I'm wearing like a fringe motorcycle jacket.
No,
But
they
I
won't.
I like fringes on things. I like fringe bags. If if anybody has anything with fringe, they should probably just show me. I like. I'm attracted to fringe. Anyway,
I, hey, it's not wrong, fringe.
yeah, I love it. I don't know why. It's probably like that the hippy dippy like love child in me. I also like peace signs, and I think I'm just reliving the good old days of the '70s in my head.
Bye, Jay. Thanks for coming.
All right, take care. Bye.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to wrap it up, Susie.
All right. All right. So let's just say
Everybody,
goodbye.
thank y'all so much for
Thanks.
coming. I appreciate it so much.
And I do
And
too.
we'll see y'all next week. We're gonna try to make it a weekly thing, and hopefully we'll grow as we go.
And maybe sometimes we could do it on my channel. Maybe.
Yeah, we can take turns if you want. Sounds
Maybe.
good.
Okay.
Bye, Debbie.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye,
All right. Let me.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Love you guys. Or did you already end it? No, you didn't.